All right, so it all starts by the top of the funnel. Okay, the awareness being creative that you potentially need to change your life, that you need to make more money, and that you want to drive nice cars. Okay, that is the awareness perspective. That is the dopamine hit that you get whenever you watch people like Iman online, right? The awareness being created, the discovery mode starts. You start to discover that there are other possibilities than only working a 9 to 5, than only going into this direction for you to be able to capitalize on the skills that you have and make more money online, right? The motivation is there. You start to be motivated just because of the fact that you have a certain desire, right? You see all these people and you want to replicate them just because of the fact that you are motivated, have the desire, and get the belief because of the desire that you can do whatever they can do. Okay, and then from that point, you start to get questions and answers. You get answers and ask questions whenever problems are being created. Every single person here on earth has questions because they want to eliminate and they want to solve a problem, right? What happens after a problem appears? A problem needs to be solved. It needs to be objection handled. From a sales perspective, you need to be able to get to understand how to solve a deep pain. And the way you solve a deep pain is by presenting a solution and making people aware of their pain. Because most of the time, people have a lot of pain within this beginning phase. Okay? When a problem is addressed, the specific person that enrolls within a certain solution needs to really get to understand if it's the right fit for him. So the qualification process happens. What happens when pain is being eliminated and the qualification process is being done? The pitch happens, right? What is the exact solution? What is the thing that you get for the value that you deliver? And the value that you deliver in this aspect is money. It's money. It's paying, right? Action. After a pitch is being done, an action happens. It's either yes or no. At that point, you join Agency Navigator and you realize, wait, this is not actually what I expected. Because you got yourself sold into a dream and not into a solution. Does that mean the course is specifically bad? I'm not saying so, but the reason why most people fail is because the expectation isn't set right. The expectation is completely wrong. Plus the delivery structure, right? The outdated information, information is not valuable anymore when it's outdated, right? When too many people get access to it, so the volume is too much. Because the more people that get access to a certain solution, the less valuable the solution becomes. Because value is being created when the least amount of people have access to a certain thing. And how many people do you think have access to this specific structure? So many people. So the success rate is very low. Only a couple people with the information that they get can get to a level of 3K a month. What happens after that? Disbelief. You think like, fucking hell, I just put thousands of dollars into this course. It doesn't work. Shit, that sucks a lot, right? Because failure comes to the point when you basically spend money, when you added value. So value could be time, value could be effort, value could be money, right? And whenever that is being created without a direct result back, and then you get disbelief, right? Disbelief is being created when you added value to a certain extent, money-wise, time-wise, effort-wise, and you didn't got the desired result back. In that point, disbelief is being created because the expectation was way too high, right? And when disbelief is being created, anxiety is being created because you now added a lot of value, you spend a lot of money, and you didn't got a return on investment. So in your mind, you want to quit because you don't want to take that risk again. And when anxiety is being created, procrastination happens, right? You're going to think. No action is going to be taken. So what can be created from this perspective? You're going to watch YouTube videos. You're going to watch more YouTube videos because you get into the habit of consuming instead of producing, right? Consuming instead of producing. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to watch more topics because you create hope in your mind, because you see people like Charlie Morgan. You see them pop up on the internet and saying, oh, how can I change my life? How did I change my life as a multimillionaire? And you see people like Charlie adding value in various ways. He is extremely smart at creating hooks within marketing. And whenever hooks are being created in marketing, you make people problem aware. And that is exactly what pivoted into working within a one-on-one structure instead of selling these courses.
About 2 months ago, I left my sales position. I was working with Charlie. I closed about $2 million in deals within the past year and a half for him. I'd be pretty disgusted with myself if I don't get 100K per month by the end of the year. Hopped on a call. Your energy was immaculate. You're a pretty fucking cool guy. There is absolutely nothing stopping you from just booking in a meeting. You already use the stuff that you give away for free to make money. It just made sense to join you.
You change your perspective because you don't know what you don't know. I see things from this scope. I see things from this perspective, but you see things from this perspective because you have only experienced this. You don't know what you don't know. People don't know what they don't know. So the only perspectives and views that they have on life is based on what they have experienced, right? When hooks are being created, you become problem aware. You become aware of the problem that you've created in your mind. And what Charlie is very good at doing is on purposely creating problems in your mind. It's coming up with problems. That is exactly what every single business does. The entire point of running a business and you making you a customer of their business, no matter if it's Starbucks, no matter if it's Amazon, no matter if it's Charlie Morgan selling a course, it's about understanding and confronting people with their own pain. Because when people have pain and feel that pain, they're weak and they need a solution. They need an urgent outcome. They need an urgent solution. And guess what's going to happen? Boom. You have 10 people presenting your solution. Listen, here you go. Boom. Solution. At that point, you are aware of your problems. And guess what's going to happen? When you're aware of your problems, when you understand what your problems are, what are you going to do? What is your instinct going to say? You're going to find a solution, right? You're willing to find a solution. You're going to watch a video of how to find my purpose in life, how to get my shit together, right? Like a millionaire. Change your paradigms and add value. When you are in a weak situation, it's not bad to be in a weak situation. Every single human on earth is always in a weak situation, have weak points, just because of the fact that everybody has pain. Everybody has pain. I have pain right now, but I have a different pain than you have, right? So it's about, for you, whenever you run a business, it's about figuring out that the solution you present, no matter if you have an SMMA, no matter if you have a coaching business, no matter if you're a consulting company, it's figuring out what pain your ideal audience and your ICP, your ideal client has. Because at that point, you can speak to that pain and people will be listening to you. Why do you think I scaled my company to over $100,000 a month in cash collected? It's because of the fact that I understand how to provide a solution to the people that have the biggest pains. And that is the reason why people pay me the most amount of money. Whenever a paradigm is being shifted, value is being added. And when value is being added, you're going to be able to actually change that paradigm, right? Because you get an opportunity. When is an opportunity actually valid? If I say, okay, 2 times 2 is 1, right? It doesn't make any sense. So an opportunity needs logic. It needs proof. It needs to come from an authority figure. Then at that point, you're really going to rationally think if the opportunity you've gotten is valid. But what happens when value is being added? Social proof is being created, right? Within a VSL structure or within any single type of whatever, testimonial, client result, anything like that. And problems are being solved. Then a new problem appears in your situation because guess what's going to happen? This is the entire structure. This is probably the biggest mindset shift that allows you to dial in your messaging for your offer, that allows you to create your offer, and it allows you to find a great solution, okay? When you change a paradigm, right? And from that perspective, value is being added to that paradigm. So value could be social proof. Value could be normal value, right? How to build a certain system. Value could be the perspective that I gave you here, right? Urgency. Value could be logic, right? When all these things are added to the paradigm that is being presented, the opportunity that is being presented, guess what's going to happen? Problems are being solved. Being an authority figure is so extremely important. That is the reason why most people make a lot of money. But when a problem is being created and solved, guess what's going to happen? When you solve a problem like I do, when I solve problems for free here on YouTube, I make people aware from a different level. The reason why I do that is because I try to provide people as much value as I can. And I do that with these types of videos to make certain people, where is my board? To make certain people aware of their own situation, but also to provide systems. I make cold DM videos on how to completely set this up for yourself. So you can do this all yourself. I make offer videos. I make fulfillment videos. I make model videos of what is the best. Like I create and provide all the value for free for you to realize on how to solve your problems for free yourself. And guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen when a problem is solved? A new problem appears. No matter if you're at 0 right now, you want to solve the problem of getting to $10,000 a month. When you're at 10K, you want to solve the problem of getting to $20,000 a month. It repeats. There will never be an ending, right? When you create a new problem in your life, unclarity is being created. Most people that I get on a sales call are unclear about what they want in life. I attract a lot of people that are unclear about the situation and direction they want to go into. So how can you get them clear on what they need to do? Is it by telling them, oh, you need to go in this direction? No, because every single individual is different based on what they exactly need and based on their needs, based on what they want, based on their situation, based on their experience, based on their traumas. So what do? I provide a big solution to the market on how to solve all these problems. So whenever people get on a call with me, they're basically pre-sold and ready to pay me just because of the fact that I solved their problems before. And when no clarity is being created, guess what's going to happen? You're going to funnel it all down because you will have new questions and answers. You will need new help. Because this guy just made you aware of new problems. Because this guy just made you aware of your problems, right? He solved one of your problems, so a new problem appears. So guess who you're going to go to? Because this guy solved your problems, you're going to go to him, right? He presents you a solution. He handles your objections. He negotiates. And then you make a decision, right? And the enrollment happens. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to get access to a course. You're going to get access to resources. Going to get access to a group and going to get access to a course, right? And I got to be honest, the success rate within here is significantly higher, right, than specifically this structure, just because of the fact that it's more niched. Courses are not bad. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to blame any single course because they could all be good. But normally what I see within this entire market is that people need personalization. Every single human on earth has a different experience, has different traumas, has different problems to solve, has different outcomes, has different friends, different environments. Every single component is so extremely important to understand for you to be able to eliminate the bad thoughts in your mind and create success. And that is not what this solves, okay? And the reason why is not because this is specifically bad. It's because the founder, the creator, let me explain you this. This is very important. You have a course, okay? This could either be good or bad. Good/bad. You don't know. Right? But this course, it's a general structure. A general framework is a repetitive process, right? It's the same for everybody. Is that bad? Absolutely not. But because every single human on earth has different problems and different solutions to solve at different times, right? Maybe I have an appointment setting problem now and not in a month anymore. So I have different problems all the fucking time, okay? What a course does, it is only solves the problem for around 10% of the people because these 10 people need the exact solution that is being presented in this course. So does that mean the course is bad? No. It's a responsibility of the founder to leverage the messaging the right way, leveraging the client results the right way, leveraging the value the right way to start attracting the right people that they sell into their course. And that is where a course becomes valuable, right? But it isn't because it's a general framework and everybody is getting access to it. Whenever you pay, you get access to it. And that is the worst mentality and the worst structure that you can ever run just because of the fact that results will never be created when people don't have that exact pain that you solve at the right timing. Okay? And that is the reason why this doesn't work out for most people. And that is exactly the reason why you get lost because you spend money on a lot of courses now, right? And you get trauma. You are extremely frustrated because when you're lost, when you're extremely lost, frustration becomes a big point in your life, right? And the way you solve frustration is by belief, right? It's by believing and understanding of certain situations that happens because so many people in life have trauma. So many people have trauma, right? Anger is being created. You get frustrated, you get angry. And a small percentage of the people, I would say around 10 to 20%, right, makes a different realization. The other part becomes extremely skeptical. Bro, listen, I give you your right. You can be skeptical. You just bought yourself into 2 courses and you didn't get the expected result. Does that mean it's their responsibility? I don't know. Could be. Could be your responsibility as well. You could be lazy as fuck and not willing to do shit. Okay, when you don't do that, it's your responsibility at all. But most of the time, it could be their responsibility, not because their course is bad, because they don't decide on who they enroll and not, because they decide to work with everybody as long as they make the most amount of money. Okay, and that is the reason why this is a sketchy market specifically. Right? That is the reason why there are people that fuck it up for other people. And that is exactly the reason why people become skeptical about the market we are living in right now. And guess what happens when people are skeptical? They quit. Because skeptical is basically hating other people. You're basically hating other people when you're skeptical. There are some people that see that specific light. You're driving here on the road and you have a car. You're here in a car and you have lights. Boom. You can only see from this perspective with the lights that you have. But some people can see that small fucking tree here. Some people can see that tree here. And they will be able to get back into the game and succeed within life because they can overcome their traumas, right? And it's not about the level of trauma, right? There are different levels of traumas. You could be at level 1 or level 10. It's about also how strong you are as a person, right? How does your belief system work? How does your paradigm system work? How much do you believe in a certain system? How much do you believe in yourself? When you don't believe in yourself, you can never believe in other people. Every single client that I enroll fully believes in themselves, believes in their own deepest desire to be able to create what they want. Because if they don't, I cannot help them. I can give them more confidence and I can help them believe more in themselves. But if there's not that small light in themselves that allows them to believe in themselves deeply, right? Quit. I would never recommend everybody to quit, but they do quit at that point. And that is perfect because that funnels out the right people and the wrong people. When you get a certain realization, I will frame things in a certain way as well. Same as Charlie does. Same as I do. Same as Iman does. Every single person that has a business needs to frame their perspective, but it's about how you frame it. It's about who you want to work with. It's about the type of person that you attract. And at that point, Charlie Morgan's closer, Sebastian, just says, yo, I'm going to leave this and I'm going to work with you. And that is exactly where I solved this problem. Started working with him, now building his own 7-figure offer, right? And this counts the same for multiple people that I work with right now, right? Because of the perception that they got, because I'm leveraging a different funnel. My funnel is completely different than these types of people. So for the people that don't quit, right, which is already 1%, this is already 1%. Only 1% of the people go through this funnel. Like enter this barrier here, and around 100% of the people. So that means this is perfect because this sorts out the right and the wrong people for me. This is my qualification process. These people sort out the right and the wrong people for me. Whenever the top 1% is left over, people that went through trauma, people that went through pain, people that feel that didn't got the right solution yet, but are still having the realization of succeeding in life, are going through this funnel and get a different perception because I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm not here to ask you to do anything. I'm framing things from a different perspective. How I made 50K in the last 7 days with Instagram, SMMA, value bomb. Boom, another value bomb. How I made 100K plus from IGDMs, breakdown videos, content assets that eliminate the pain in your perspective for free. Because the only way you can survive in the market we live in right now, and this is what I understood from the first part whenever I started in business. You can scroll down to my first YouTube video. And in that YouTube video, I said, listen, in a year from now, I'll be making $100,000 a month. And that is the biggest social proof that you can ever leverage. How could I say when I was making 5 to 10K a month a year ago, in a year from now, I'm going to make 100K a month. And that's exactly what happened. 100K a month plus. Right? And now we're 1.5 years further, right? We have client retreats. We're scaling the business. We're having fun just because of the fact that what I sell is extremely in line with my marketing. Social proof. You see fucking Matthew, right? How poor Matthew now makes 25K a month living in Spain. It builds trust.
I did a testosterone test recently and my scores are like through the roof. The business is growing more than ever before, making way more than I used to. I'm living way more than I used to. So people jumped on calls with me already, pretty much ready to buy,
This adds value. This adds social proof, content assets. You get bombarded by insane value and that makes you change at a certain extent when you got so many different YouTube videos that give you all the systems for free. Because I'm giving you everything for free. I have nothing to hold back, right? Breakdowns, content assets, social proof, the trust, more trust. How Charlie Morgan's closer, to his new 7-figure offer.
If you were to see my calendar,
behind a computer,
it's
insane.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Out in the middle of the desert in Dubai. I just got tired of it. I wanted something more. But there was just something that drew me to your YouTube channel. And I felt like I needed to turn a new leaf and hopped on a call. Your energy was immaculate. You're a pretty fucking cool guy. And yeah, paid in full.
Right? How he went from 10K to 50K closed in 60 days with a new offer.
Even a year ago, I was absolutely broke, $0. Almost 50K. And they're making all this money, traveling the world, and what are these people doing?
Trust, right? Andrew, Matthew, all these guys have walked through this funnel. They have walked through this funnel, right? And at that point, you're pre-sold. I don't even need to sell anything to you anymore because you are getting to me. You're saying, yo, Nick, listen, here, you have my money. Here you go. I want to work with you one-on-one. We have a 20 to 30-minute chat. And boom, one-on-one, personalized roadmap, mastermind. After the onboarding, the most important thing is you work with me one-on-one. And the reason why is because I can give every single individual the attention that they need for them to be able to scale, the attention that they deserve for them to be able to scale to their ideal situation. Does that create the most leverage from my perspective? Absolutely not. Do I choose to do that? Yes, because I work fucking 12 hours a day, right? Why? Because I like to. And because I think in the first 3 years of business, gathering the right testimonials, making people happy, going on trips with your clients in real life is the most valuable assets that you can create from a 5 to 10 year perspective, right? Whenever we hop on a call, I'm going to ask you 50 questions whenever I onboard you. We have an analyzation call, right? The reason why is because I need to know, okay, listen, Luke, who are you? Who have you worked with? Why have you worked with these people? What are the traumas that you've been created? What are the processes that you've been through? What have you already tried yourself, right? What are you procrastinating on? I need to ask you questions for me to even know who you are. If I don't know who you are, I cannot help you, right? So that is the reason where this comes into place. One-on-one, mastermind, personalized, customized roadmap. The reason and the thing that happens and the reason why people get to 25 to 50K a month with a new offer is normally because I attract. It's not only because what I do is good. I cannot give all the credit to myself. I'm going to give a partial of the credit to the fact that this entire funnel allows me to sort out and filter out the right people and the wrong people, right? Iman, they get into the top of the funnel. Then Charlie, they get into the middle of the funnel. And then the bottom of the funnel, boom, a big filter. And only the right people come through. And they see my content. And at that point, they're completely pre-sold and ready to pay. Does that make sense? That is the entire value structure that I've been created for myself. Because I'm not going to sell my value to every single person. Not to the person that I don't want to work with. 25K, 50K a month. You scale it up. Guess what's going to happen? Boom. What if this problem is solved? What if the problem is solved of me scaling you from zero to 10 to 25, 50K a month? Guess what's going to happen? An upsell is not being created, a resell is not being created, a cross-sell is being created. I'm here not to upsell you in what works. I'm not here to resell you in what works. I'm here to fucking present you the solution that you need for you to be able to solve your next problem. So an upsell could be a course. A resell could be a course. A cross-sell is, for example, systems, teams, fulfillment structures. The thing that allows you to scale to 100K a month, because a cross-selling method is looking into people's situation, right? Let's say you enroll and you solve a problem and your problem is solved. You have a new problem. Am I going to resell you into the same problem, into the same solution? No. Am I going to upsell you into a new solution? No. But what if I'm looking into your situation here and present you the right things? Some people need teams. Some people need systems. Some people need a more advanced appointment setting system. Some people need branding. It's about understanding people's pains and looking into people's situations to give them what they need. And the only reason why people don't give other people what they need at the right timing is because they are optimizing to make the most amount of money. Because giving people what they need and looking into every single specific individual situation costs time and effort. And time and effort isn't scalable. It isn't scalable unless you hire a shit ton of people. And that is exactly the reason why these guys go and decide to go in this direction and I decide to go in this direction. Because this is the long-term play. The play that allows me to build an insane company within a couple of years from now. Just because of the fact that the increasement, the effort input on clients and the result output on outcome is in line with each other. It's so extremely high. Success rate, right? And guys, that is what I want you to understand. This is the reason why what I do works. And this is the reason why this entire structure needs to be entailed. Whenever you have any questions for me about this entire structure, please shoot me a DM on Instagram. Hopefully this video give you a little bit more clarity, right? Hopefully it give you a little bit more clarity about how certain systems work, how problems are being solved, pain is being eliminated, Solutions are being presented. New problems are occurring, right, in people's situations. Because when you understand this, when you understand messaging, solution, how to make the messaging in line with the solution that you sell, you're fucking 70 steps ahead of other people. Okay? Booking a call in the description. Whatever you have any questions specifically for me, make sure to DM me. If you've been through the same trauma, you can book in a call just like these guys. I'm here to help you solve the problem, not only from an informational perspective. I'm here to help you solve your problem with communication, with accountability, with implementation, with done-with-you structures, doing things together, with one-on-one, with getting access to a small group of people, 4 to 5 people that have the exact same problems that you have, but on a bigger level so you can learn from them, right? Masterminds. These things are the things that make people solve their problems, because normally what people need is accountability and communication and guidance based on their personal situation. It is not another system. That is not the thing that solves your problems. Okay? Value is being created by personalization. And that is what I want you to understand. I appreciate you took the time to watch this video. Hopefully it was valuable. It was a big video. Let me know in the comments if this video is valuable, and I'll speak to you very soon. Okay, guys? Enjoy fucking life. I'll speak to you guys soon. I'll speak to you on the call. And life has been fucking amazing the last couple of days. So we're going to enjoy life. I'm here in Canada. I'm flying to Nice. What is it? To Monaco soon. And that's going to be a fucking sick week. After that, I'm going to Spain. So we're going to have a lot of fun in the upcoming days. Bro, scaling businesses. I have some clients come over, so going to shoot some content. And guys, I appreciate you. Speak to you next video. Ciao.